So what is it that you got you initially into camming then?
Oh, funny story. So I had these neighbors a long time ago who wanted to swing.
Okay.
I guess swing? Yeah. That's when you completely swap couples, correct?
Sure. Yeah, it's swing. Yeah, swinging typically is where you're both swapping both or you're all doing stuff together. Yeah.
So that's what they wanted, and me and my ex at the time, we were like,
no,
thanks, but
yeah.
So then they were like, hey, check this site out. You should go on it because you guys would be so amazing on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what's this site? And they pull up MFC, and I was like, you want me to be on a porn site? What? What? I was like completely shy and very like kind of innocent, even though like my personal life is not like that, I guess. It is kind of.
Sure.
It probably should be on film, but having someone be like, hey, you should go there so I could, flick my bean to you is like, oh, hi, okay.
Yeah.
So that's how I actually, a little bit there. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a little go. Little toe in there.
Yeah.
And that's how it kind of started.
And then, so even though you were a little, like it sounds like it took a little bit for you to start to become more comfortable with it. You stuck with it though.
Oh, definitely. So when I very first started, I actually, to this day, I'm still a never nude.
Okay.
So what that means, most people don't fully understand that, is what that means is I can get undressed. I just have to have a piece of clothing on of some sorts, like even if it's socks.
Okay.
It's just, I don't like the whole full feeling of nakedness. It's weird for me.
Oh, interesting.
So when I very first started, that's all I ever had done. As I was just like, no, I'll just be like, oh, look, oh, look, type of stuff. And that's how it kind of escalated. And I became known as like the Queen of Tease.
Oh, okay.
So then I was like, that wasn't done on purpose, but that's just, I guess, who I am. And that's what showed.
Sure.
So that's kind of escalated from there. And I just kind of just rolled with it and went with who I wanted to be. And
yeah, and it seems like with camming, like it seems like it's pretty important to have your own personality and identity because there's so many other people that are trying to get, the attention
definitely.
and the eyes. And so, and there's, for every look, it seems like there's so many different people that can fit a look. So then
100%.
So then you have to differentiate yourself in other ways.
By just being you.
Yeah, by just being you.
Exactly. Because the best advice I ever give to anyone who wants to actually start camming, guy, girl, I don't care. Whatever you define yourself as, if you wanted to start camming, just be who you are.
Yeah.
Don't try to be someone else. You can go ahead, go watch other cams, see what it is that they're doing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But don't choose to lose your identity and try to be someone fully you're not, because then you're going to be unsuccessful because you're going to be unhappy and it's going to be boring to you.
Yeah. And, it's interesting too, because I've known people like it's interesting with camming because I know someone who she loved just doing the talking, like even when they're not paying.
Yeah.
Where she'll chat them up and she'll be very friendly and engaging even when they're not paying. And I know some people don't like to do that. Some people are like, hey, you want my time, you gotta pay for it, which I understand too. So it's not like to me it's right or wrong. It's just it's interesting.
Just your choice.
Yeah, and
I feel like it is definitely a generation thing though, for sure, because I am what you would consider a veteran cam girl.
Okay.
When I started 14 years ago, that was like the thing. You know what I mean? It was to not
try to keep pushing to get them to pay?
It was to gain your fans, to gain your community, to have your fun. It wasn't all about the money.
The transaction.
Yes. Like, I have fans to this day, 14 years later, like that are still by my side, still supporting me. They're my actual friends. Like, we talk on a regular basis.
Okay.
So it's not like a lot of people are always like, oh, cam girls are always just looking at me like I'm a wallet. Okay, but if we want to flip that, cam girls are like, well, I'm constantly being looked at like a piece of meat. So
there's objectification going both ways.
Yeah, exactly. So you just have to kind of accept that and be like, it is what it is. And you yourself, no one can tell you how you feel.
Yeah.
Or how anyone else is choosing to look at you. That's their problem, not yours.
And do you feel like because you're able to make, say, a more personal connection in the beginning that you can convert those into paying repeat fans, essentially.
100%. Because, over the years, as I first started, I had learned at first, of course, I didn't know what I was doing. I was completely lost. I was just on my own because none of the other, at the time, I was full-blown just BBW, very larger, and all the girls on MFC are very small and petite and very fit girls.
Yeah.
None of them wanted to help me. None of them even wanted to have anything to do with me.
Yeah.
But yet all of a sudden, I just started topping the chart every single month. And I became literally one of the most popular BBW cam models ever.
Wow.
And I started paving the way and having other girls come to me and be like, it was because of you that I had the courage to cam because, there's nothing but skinny girls. And I was like, so what? I was like, that just means there's that many less of us and other types of women because they feel you have to be fit, you have to be skinny to be like a cam person. No, you have to have a personality and some entertaining attributes about yourself, maybe.
Yeah.
Or creativity, or it doesn't even matter. I've watched people cam and play video games, and use those Lush toys and stuff. It's all I feel like when you're camming, it's all about you being who you really want to be.
Yeah.
Because you're about to just meet a bunch of strangers who never met you, don't know who you are.
Sure.
So show them who you are by being who you want to be.
Yeah.
And it made cam for me because sadly, I do not cam anymore.
Retired from it?
I wouldn't say fully retired, but it just not my main focus anymore.
Okay.
It's kind of back burner stuff now.
Sure.
Content is the main focus now.
Yes.
But as far as camming goes, I loved it. I absolutely loved camming. I loved the interaction, the meeting new people. I met people from around the world that I would have never met had I not been camming.
Yeah.
I met people from Germany, Japan, India, Dubai, everywhere, even Egypt, so many places that you would be like, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, because I saw that, you were like, okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are always so judgy of other countries and stuff. And I'm like, why? At the end of the day, we're all human.
Sure.
We all like our things.
Yeah.
Chill. Let everyone be them.
I think big boobs are pretty universal around the world.
Thank you. Yeah. It's kind of like, hey, you got big boobs. I like that.
And there are